Welcome back, everyone. Episode 4 already. Going pretty quick. It's fine now. We are still in March. We're going to move ahead to April very soon. I just want to pick up some pallets and put some stuff away. Got some more products here. I'm kind of excited about getting at least some of the goals knocked out, you know. Bring that down. I want to kind of pick up all the pallets in one go. There's going to be more in the morning. I think we're going to be fine for these products as far as meeting the goals. This is not going to be a problem. As a matter of fact, this is going to be probably a way for us to make some money throughout the year. I can sell everything. After I've achieved, the requirements. So we only need 5 pallets of each, right? This will be, uh-oh. Why is that stuck? Oh no, did I bug it? Bugged it. What the heck? Let's see if I can lift up the pallets a little bit more. Oh no, what's going on? Oh no! I haven't been saying that a lot lately. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I can't seem to pick up that pallet. Oh, I think we're gonna play Shovey McShoverson. This should go fairly easily. Yeah, it's nice. That kind of storage is perfect because you can see what's in there. Let's grab it this way. There we go. Just a different angle. It's not an ideal way to pick up a pallet, but it works. It works, right? Let's get that done. I want to talk a little, before we move on, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I'm planning, because I'm starting to realize that there's going to be some good challenges here. And I need to kind of plan it out. So I went for a little walk. First of all, I cleaned up these fields a little bit. I narrowed out a little bit of the strip down the middle so I can get a little bit more field. I brought this one out a bit further. I did move a couple of the beehives back a bit. So I could go up a little bit further, so we widened it a little bit. So just, little bits, but it's going to matter, I think. Then I went for a walk back here and realized that I own a lot of these trees. As a matter of fact, I own so much that I own all the way over to here, almost into this person's backyard, right around here somewhere. All this stuff is ours. So I think for smart, we're going to leverage these trees now. Some of these are difficult to process, and I don't like taking down nice looking trees like this one's a beauty. But we might do it. I need more room. I need room for productions. I need more money. And I may need more room for like greenhouses or even a small field maybe. So we're going to get on that. Not right away, though. We're not in a rush. We're not in a rush to do that. What I need to do, though, is I need to get on to next month. And then let's check the animals real quick before. Lots of food, so we're good here for the cows. And the chickens, lots of food. We're good. They don't have any straw. We'll get some. I think we're going to buy some next month. All right. All right. Let's rest up. Let's move to March. Okay. All right. So the exciting thing is our grass field is now growing, and I did go ahead and fertilize after last episode. So we do have an application where we do need to get more fertilizer on here. So we'll do that today. But more importantly, I need to look at the crop calendar, and we are ready to plant some things. So I want to look, sorghum is the one that I want. We're going to use that for food, and we're going to use that for flour. So that's going to be multi-purpose. So I think we're going to go big on sorghum in this series. And besides that, I have to, year 3, and something to remember is that year 3 requires rice. So I got to keep that in mind. I got to get a rice field somewhere set up. So don't need a lot of rice, but I do need some. I did not specify whether it was just rice or long grain rice. So either one works. Let me just check the other things that we can plant. Carrots, corn. I'm going to stick to equipment I actually own right now. I'm trying to figure out what to do with the other fields. One field is going to be sorghum. I don't know what the other one is. I haven't figured that out yet. So the bigger of the two, which is the far one here, it will be sorghum, and we'll get that going today. All right, what's first? We got to get those done. Those are really time sensitive. So I need to get those done. And I probably have more pallets here, so let's do that first. See if I can do this maybe a little bit faster. One of the things I thought of, I was looking at my truck for the water, and I got thinking, do I really need that truck? And I bought it in hopes of, oh, why is that getting stuck? It keeps getting stuck for some reason. A little strange. It's like a weight thing. Oh, I guess I need to wait. I didn't realize strawberries were so heavy. Strawberries and tomatoes, that doesn't make any sense. That should not be that heavy. Alright, well, I don't know why it's doing that, but should not. Yeah, so I'm thinking that's some money that I didn't really need to spend. I'm only really needing one tractor right now. Year 2, I will need a second one, I think. But right now, we don't really need it. So I'm thinking I might sell it. Ugh, I just had to pause there for a second. I had a sneezing fit. Okay, that's done. Let's get on with. We gotta start planting stuff. Yeah, it would be better suited having 2 tractors instead of a truck and a tractor. So I think we're gonna sort that out. We'll have to look, actually, let's look and see if there's any good deals, because that kind of matters. What is this? This is a slurry tank. I don't need that right now. Might need it at some point, but I don't need it right now. What am I doing? Spraying first? Let's get drilling first. And we'll put sorghum in there. Oh no, sorghum is not a drilled. Oh boy. I don't think we're gonna do sorghum. The only problem is, the chickens will eat barley. Let's have a look. Hang on a second. I'm just trying to sort things out. Let's have a look. We're going to jump over to help screen. And I'm doing this every now and then because I know people always forget that this exists, right? So If you go into chickens, we can see what they eat. They will eat wheat, barley, or sorghum. Now, sorghum is fast. It's 4 months-ish by the time you can harvest it, so it is preferred. Barley is a bit faster, is a bit slower, and wheat is the slowest, I believe. So, and these are like 6 or 7 months out. That's way out. So I think I have to buy a planter. We're going to need one at some point anyway. So I'm running out of money, though. That's the problem, right? Oh, man. Okay. I won't get straw. I would like straw. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put in barley. Oh, there's spelt and triticale and stuff like that here too, but let's put in some barley into the smaller field. That's going to give us enough for chicken food and some straw. Enough straw, I think, to keep us going for a little bit. Does that sound like a plan? And then the bigger field, we'll have to figure that out. So I am going to use GPS assist because I kind of like that. 3 headlands is fine. And oh, I can't plant this yet. Sweet petunias. Oh man, hang on a second. So not used to. I am so not used to doing this. Barley. It looks like I can't plant it till September. That's interesting. What do I have selected? I have barley. It says I can't do it till April, but I'm confused by this. I am very confused. Yeah, so it says here that I have to wait till September to plant it. But when I try to do it, it says you can't do it till April, and it is April. So what the what? Am I brain dead here? Am I doing something wrong? This crop cannot be planted in April. Okay, I got it. Oh, so I have to... Oh, no. Oh, no. What about oat? I can do oat now. At least I'll get the straw, right? So that's the thing. Okay, all right. Let's go. This is not going to solve the chicken feed problem. I got a big problem with chickens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put oats here. I should be able to do that, and I'll put sorghum in the field beside us. I'll buy a small planter, and we'll get two crops like that. I'm panicking a little bit as to how this is all going to play out. Yeah. All right. Get this going. It doesn't seem to be recognizing the field perimeter that well. I hope I won't have any problems when I'm allowed to use a worker in year 2. Oh, we'll get this going. Is it seed going down? Yeah, very slowly. That's okay. That's good. Okay, so oat for the straw, and I think we can count on something like that maybe for flour later, but we don't need flour this year, right? All right. This shouldn't take too long here. We'll probably do a little bit of jump cut. I was looking at these trees. Some of them are damaged. I don't know why. One part of the challenge, and there's a good chance nothing happens, but weather events are on, and with destruction, with damage. So that could, it's something to be stressed about, I guess. Just like a regular farmer, you have to worry about whether Mother Nature is going to cooperate, and it's part of farm life. So if we get a tornado that comes through here and wipes out our whole crops for any particular year, it's game over. We failed. That actually brings up an interesting question. Somebody asked me, what happens if we don't meet a certain year's criteria for the challenge? And does that mean that we have to start over? I don't know. I never really considered that it wasn't possible. I always kind of thought we're gonna do this. Like we'll figure it out. We're definitely gonna figure it out. So I don't know. You do you. If anybody else is doing this challenge, you do you. You decide what to do if you miss the targets. Maybe a penalty, or start over. That's all definitely a possibility. There's nothing wrong with that. I would understand why somebody who is doing YouTube content based on this challenge would not want to start over, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You guys decide. I don't have an answer for that one. I fully intend to complete the objectives myself, so. All right, headland number 3. All right, I'm going to try to do this quickly. This truck is worth $20,000, probably a bit more than that. Can't get much of a tractor for that, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see what we can get. I know there's some small tractors that are awesome. We'll figure it out. I think we will get rid of the truck, though. I think it's something that it will be rarely used, since we're selling all our products mostly on the property. There's no need for transport kind of thing. So it's just an expensive water can trailer, right? All right. Let's start the up and downs. We're more than half done. Like, it really doesn't take long. That's the nice thing about these little fields. Cheap planter. I'm trying to do this without running off the field there because we don't have much time. There are some cheap planters we can get. We could even get this, but that's really small. Not sure if I have the patience for that. So planted products that we've got coming. We have no planted products required in year 1 and 2. Year 3, however, we do. We need to make sugar, so we're going to need sugar beet. And what else? We got different beetroots, beetroot, carrot, parsnip. We have to make some canola oil in year 3, so we're going to need canola. I think this is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem. Where's my What happened? Okay, I don't know what just happened there. Now, one of the things I was just thinking, I'm looking at the list while I'm doing this. One of the things that I did mention is that inputs to products, we can carry those over year to year. That's not a problem. It's the actual products that are on the list, to the deliverables, we'll call them. That's what needs to be sold at the end of the year. And so, for example, if we wanted to do carrots right now, we could store the carrots and use them in year 3, because carrots themselves are not one of the deliverables at all anywhere. Right? So I have to think all that through. Like, I'm really worried about this, to be honest. I'm worried about being able to deliver all of this. The grains that I need to make flour, I can start that right now. That's what we're doing. We're going to keep the oats. We're going to make oat flour, I think. So I'm going to have a look and see if there's a production that allows like there's mixed productions, right? For example, there's certain grain mills that do oils as well, but there's some bakeries that do flour that will take just they'll do the whole process. So I think I'm going to look for that. I haven't done the homework yet, and I'm not sure we'll do it in this episode. I may do it in between, offline. But if I can find a multi-use kind of production, I think that would be fantastic for both space and, ease and functionality. So, yeah. All right, we're almost done here. Let's get this. I'm worried about the rice, and I'm worried about the preserves. We did state 3 different preserves: beetroot, carrots, and parsnips. To me, that means 3 fields, which means, yeah. All right. Let's go put this away. We're going to buy a planter. I think I am actually going to buy the small one. I think we'll buy a small planter. We don't have to do it very often. It's going to be a little painful, but I don't want to spend that much money, right? Let me turn this off for a second. This little guy here. It's going to take quite a while. I think I've used this on Zaziski series. It's not bad. It's not terrible. It's 2 meters. It's not like 0.5, as opposed to this, which is 3 meters. So I think we're just going to grab one of these. I'm going to make it a bright color so I can see it. Do something. Yeah, let's do that. That looks actually kind of vintagey. Okay, so I'm going to buy this. And then I'm going to consider a small tractor and see what I could replace. What I could use. 50 horsepower. If I could get up to like 75, that would be ideal. 79 for this Ford here. It is not 4-wheel drive, but I don't know, kind of looks good. Maybe we get this only 8,500. Old awning. I don't like that. Without hydraulic control, what does that mean? Front loader attached. Do I want that? Rear weight, front weight. Let's put a front weight on there. 360. We're going to buy this as well. We'll use this to drive back. 30 kilometers an hour. It's not bad. Not used this before. Kind of cool. What are the tire configurations? Oh boy. Oh boy. Those for the rice fields. Okay, I think we'll just stick with standard. Let's buy this. I'm going to sell the truck. All right, truck. Let's get rid of this water. Of course, now I got to get another water tank, but we'll figure that out in a little bit. I need another field. I'm coming to realize I need another field, so I got to get those trees down. And in order to do that, we need to do something with the wood. We can either just sell the logs, or we can create something. And I think I have an idea for that. That I did homework on. Well, let's get this swapped out here. I have to come back to the store and get us some kind of water tank. Well, there's some cheap stuff that we can use. I'm not worried about that. I would love to know how much money I have wasted in my gameplay, and both private and, you know, for recorded series and stuff like that, by buying something and selling it back the next month, and how much money I lose. All right, that is 6,000 basically. And this 22, a little repaint there. All right. Okay. We're gonna clash. I'm gonna buy that water tank right now just to get an idea. I can't bring it back right now, but this should be good. This will work. Water tank. It needs to be water and milk. There's this guy. It's only 2,000. There's this guy here. I've used this quite a bit, and I think I might just go with this again. I think we'll do that again. We'll make it red this time. Yeah, I think we're going to get this. It's only $2,730. And I can use this. Oh, wait. I did not get a double check. Yes, it'll work for... Yeah, I've used it. I've used it for... I forget which red I picked, but that'll work. I don't know why red. I just feel like red all of a sudden. Let's pick that up. 3,000 means more trips, but, you know, whatever. It's not... Oh, I wonder if I can I do this? No. Not so lucky. All right, well, let's get back. These are wide rear tires. So that kind of sets us up for, like, I want to say this is like enough tractor for the whole series. I don't think we're going to need much more than this. That said, I'm thinking about the root crop stuff, whether we're going to have some issues with that, but I hope not. Yeah, sorry, I'm thinking a lot today. Thinking, I got a lot of words going on in my mind, but not so many coming out my mouth. Um, 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 beet harvesters. I got this guy. I forgot about this. I got that. We're all fine. We're fine with root crops. That's not a problem. We're gonna buy that harvester. That harvester. Okay, we're back. I want to get started on this. There's a lot of stuff I want to do. Need seed. I hope I have enough, but I really didn't think of that. There's some here, but I don't know how much. Oh, this only holds 100 liters. Okay, we got this set on sorghum. Before I start this, I kind of want to get something done because I know this is going to take a while and I won't get it all done before the end of the episode. So let's take a break for that. We'll finish with this task. What I would like to do, I'm just going to jump tractors here. I can teleport. We're going to run a little side business. We're going to make some furniture. I think we're going to make some furniture. I got to find a spot to put a... Yep. I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you what's going on in my head because my brain really isn't working. Factories, I'm going to use the filter input feature. And we're going to go to wood, which is not very far. There it is. So show me all of the productions that have wood as input. I could do these things. I really don't want to do these. They're kind of, I don't know, they're a little cheap in my opinion. These things, right? And I've used these a few times. So I don't think I'm going to do that. What I would like to do, however, is this one. $15,000. It takes planks and long planks as input, but it also takes trees directly and it makes furniture. And it's just a little house. It needs access on both sides of the building. It's not fast. I know that this is not fast. So I think we're gonna do this. Do I want to do it right in here? Let's see. I could do it right here. The reason I'm saying this is that if I can find a spot to put it, then I can drag trees over to it. I don't have to super process them. So I think I'm going to do that. I'll have the output. Oops, what just happened? The output facing the back so I can get stuff from the road. That sounds like a good idea. I could do it. I want to be over here. And then I got to consider if I'm putting another field, where is it going to be? Oh man. Decisions. Okay. I think we're going to put it right here somehow. There. Okay. So we've got our little market. We've got this guy here. I drop off my logs on this side. I pick up my furniture on the road side. I think that's going to be good. I think that will be good. And then we'll be able to cut down trees and shove them or drag them into here. To be processed inside, of course. Okay. All right. That leaves me with $37,000. And I will need... I would like to put in another greenhouse right away. So let's do that as well. Clear input filter. There we go. And greenhouses. I want to get the mushroom greenhouse in. I want one that just uses water though. Don't want to do manure and straw. Just water. This one here, 9,000. Smaller mushroom greenhouse. Ooh, that's tiny. That is very small. I didn't expect it to be that small. Wondering if that's going to produce enough. Okay, which side is the... I'm trying to figure out where the drop-offs are. Okay, I think I'm going to put this right here. If we have to move it, we'll move it. I know it's... Okay, that's where the pallets spawn. Here's where we drop off the water. Okay, that's fine. It's all good. This is the actual entrance here. I'll probably turn it around, shouldn't I? Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, why is it saving? Water. Okay. All right, sounds good. You know what? I'm going to be OCD. I'm going to turn this around. I am going to turn it around, and I'm actually going to put it over here. Changed my mind. Let's put it right. The pallets are on that side. Let's do it this way. That way I can tuck it in close to the house. Okay, changed my mind. So, I'm going to smooth that out in case I mess anything up. Okay, this is better. Pallets will spawn here. I'll drop off water here. Okay, we're making some progress. And now I want that water tank, so let's do that next. I'll get planting the sorghum in a minute. Did I buy it? I forgot if I actually pressed purchase. I did. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm just going to go grab that real quick. Okay, other things I need to buy while we're driving here. I'm trying to process other things we need to buy for next year. We're gonna need a dairy, so that's something else we have to buy. We are going to need a bakery and a grain mill. That's where I'm hoping I can find something that is, you know, merged. And we're gonna need a small pigsty. Max capacity for the pigs will be, I just need for 8. 8 is the biggest we're gonna need, so we'll do that. We need 4 pigs next in year 2 and 8 pigs in year 3. I know I'm kind of all over the place with my thoughts and sharing that with you guys, but that's my brain processing 72 things at the same time. We'll grab some water on the way back. We'll get the mushroom greenhouse going. I don't know why I picked red. I think I'm into bright colors today. I will have oats this year, right? Because we just planted some, so I will have oats. So I cannot start producing flour till the following year, right? So I have to keep the oats. I could start producing now and sell them at the end of the year, but then I won't have any oats for next year when I really need it. So we're just going to store the oats, put them away, and then we'll spin up some kind of grain mill / bakery by the end of the year, and that'll take care of that. Now the dairy, I have to figure out what my output is as far as milk from the cows that we have right now. I may have to add some more dairy cows. I just have to figure out that sweet spot of having just enough milk produced, but also not costing too much feed, you know? If we produce mushrooms this year, we have to sell them because they're one of the items on the list for deliverables. Even though it's not this year, it is on the list, on any of the lists. So that's going to be important. But we'll be able to gauge how. Oh, I forgot to get the water. Jeez. Distracted driving. I should put in a well. That's what I should do. I also need a chainsaw, and I need to figure out a way to get logs into the sawmill. I think we're going to put in a well. This drive is going to get old pretty soon. Ooh, I could sell water. we won't do that. All right, let's get these mushrooms started. Again, these all have to be sold at the end of the year, regardless of whether they're actually on the list for this year. They are in the following year, so they're on the list. So I got to sell them at the end at December. So I can't. The idea is to not stockpile them for the following years. Now that only took 2,000, so I'm going to put the rest in here. Okay. All right, let's have a look real quick. Food is good. I'm just going to keep an eye on these guys. Food is good. We already have 675 liters of milk. That's 2 months. So we're easily going to make this year's quota of what we need, which is 2,000 liters. So I'm very happy with that. I think that's going to work out fine. We got 4 dairy cows producing. That is good. Good. And we have 2-month-old Angus. Okay. I want to do some more shopping here. We will definitely need a chainsaw. So I think I'm going to go with the one I almost always get, which is a Husky. And then we need some way to pull logs. Winch seems like the easy answer. This is the default kind of thing. So I think we're going to do that. Now I hope my tractors are powerful enough to pull. Might have to split up the logs. Okay, that's taken care of. I'm trying to cover all my bases here. I don't know if you can tell, but. And then I want to look at I'm gonna go into construction. Let's have a quick look. There we go. Oats. What takes oats? And I'm looking for, see this production here, this type of production here will do oils and flour, right? So that's kind of cool. But what I'd really like is a bakery that does all of that. Which this could be it right here. I'm not sure though. It'd be hard to tell without setting it up. Oh, this is an interesting idea. This flour mill makes pig food. We need pig food for year 3, or year 2 and 3. Oh boy, this just piqued my interest here. Pretty big though. So that's an option. What else we got in here? This multi-grain production. I'll have to test this. I think this might be awesome too. I think this will make the flour and the bread. Not cheap though. Sorry, I'm just watching the little thing scroll by there. I see flour and I see bread. So that tells me if I can make flour, then yeah, okay. There's a sugar input. Strawberries. Okay. I think we might try to get this. It's pricey though, 55,000. So those trees are going to need to pay off, I think. Okay, let's get on to getting this started. I think we're going to wrap up. It's April. We're a quarter of the way through the year. And let's get this set on steering assist. 4 headlands is okay. And let's get this started. Okay. Kind of weird visually. It's not, see, it doesn't seem to be picking up the field properly. That's okay, that's fine. Okay, so my next step after taking care of this right here, my next step is going to be I gotta get some. I need to make some money now, so I think I'm gonna try to go for that multi-production. But I think what I might do though is I might go off camera. I might go on a test map. You can't tell exactly what the recipes are until you plop down a production. Only then will you see what the options are. So I'll do that on a test map and I'll come up with a strategy. But at the end of the day, we're going to need more money. We're down to 18,000 now. And we're going to need more money. I need a harvester for root crops. And we need a few more productions. We need a pig pen. That'll be coming very soon. Don't need it till next year, but I kind of want to get it knocked out. The good news about the these crops I'm planting now is I have the equipment to harvest this after. So other harvesting equipment for certain crops like sugar beet, for example, I will need it, but I don't need it for a while. It would be kind of cool with workers, AI workers, is if you could pop up a list of workers basically, and you could order them the way you want, like in, you know, top to bottom, or even at the time of need be able to select which were, oops, what just happened? I just done messed up. Okay, I think we're good. So that, for example, if I wanted, I'm going to be allowed a worker at year 2, and it's going to be my wife. So I would like to be able to pick the visual look of the first worker I hire every time will be, you know, I don't know, random name, Sarah, whatever, and. You know, the person that gets hired is a woman, and you could control that, you know, and you can name all your workers. That'd be kind of cool. Who do you want to help with this plowing project today? Oh, Bob's really good at that. Let's put Bob on it. Bit of a role play kind of thing, but all right, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up with this one. I'm going to continue this. We're going to get this sorghum in, and I will probably not do much more else, much else more, whatever words, until the next episode. I may cart a bit of water around, give some consideration to putting in a well somewhere. We'll check it out. We'll see what happens. I hope you're enjoying this series. And if you are, please consider subscribing. Oops. I'm off track a little bit here. There we go. Yeah, if you're enjoying this, please consider subscribing. Hit the like button on the way out, please. I would really appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. I hope you have an amazing day.